3. We're doing this a little differently than we did the last 2 weeks. I'm going to record this live for all of you and then upload it to YouTube. Hopefully that will get you guys to see it faster. We're just experimenting, so bear with us. One thing is I can't see my phone, so if you comment, ask questions, or any of that stuff, I won't be able to answer right away, but I will get back on and answer them for you later or tomorrow or something like that. So thank you for joining me. My name is Christine Eckley. I am doing a 7-week video series talking about the chakras. This is week 3, so welcome and thanks for joining us. Please like, comment, share. I don't know if you can share, but like, comment, share if you're watching this from YouTube, and just help support us, help us get our name out there, I guess, and spread knowledge to everybody. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to try to keep this short, maybe 20 minutes, 25 minutes. If you haven't seen the first 2 videos, definitely suggest you go check those out. Might help to make things make sense, I guess. Not that you have to know about the first 2 chakras to learn about the 3rd chakra, but it's just kind of, it would be good for you to follow along. Okay, there's that. So this week, we're talking about the Manipura chakra. It is the solar plexus chakra, and it is going to be the 3rd chakra, I guess, depending on which way you go. I've noticed recently that sometimes people count from the top down, in which case it would be the 5th. Yeah, 5th. But to me, it's the 3rd. Anyway, that's beside the point. It is right here in your belly. It is your fire. It is your inner flame. It's governed by the color yellow. So if you think about things that are bright, you know, like the sun or like a bright light, this is all solar plexus energy. It is considered the jewel of the navel, and it really governs our digestion. It is known as our center of power. So if you think about things like confidence, capabilities, believing in your purpose, it's like where you get that motivation, that drive, that, you know, I don't really want to say adrenaline, but kind of, you know, that like push to get you going. It's known as the triple warmer due to the heat that is created during digestion. So it is, I mean, it's our fire, it's our flame, it's there. It's linked to your ego and your emotional body. So if you struggle with things like worry, anxiety, fear, withdrawal, so people that suffer from depression a lot of times could work on this chakra, or even anxiety, you know, something's a little out of whack, that can be due to the solar plexus chakra. Let's see, so it really is kind of like the house or the producer of our energy, and it can be depleted, right? Just like anything else, especially with a poor diet. So aside from just like the physical aspects of it, like, you know, nutrition is really important, you guys. It's really important. That's why it's one of my 3 pillars of what I do. It's a very, very important part of everybody's life. Okay, so in order to break the cycle, this is what they say. Love every aspect of yourself. Forgive yourself for the past, and do things that you love. I mean, that's pretty easy, right? Love every aspect of yourself, forgive yourself for any past mistakes, and do things that you love. I feel like those are 3 great rules to live by. The color is yellow. We talked about that. It's governed by by fire. It's a fire sign, I guess. And then the seed sound is Ram. R-A-M. Ram. So feel free to repeat that to yourself a few times, either out loud or internally, the vibrations of that sound is said to help balance your Manipura chakra. Manipura is what it is in Sanskrit. Solar plexus is what we call it here. Excuse me. So again, if this is your first week, we are creating mantras for each of the 7 chakras. So if you're following along, you will have, by the end of this, 3 mantras that you can use to help balance your own chakras. And I think that that's really cool and really powerful because it's you get to decide. So things like I am powerful, things like I am confident, I am capable, I believe in my purpose, I have a higher purpose, I am, I'm motivated, that's a good one, inspired. So think about those things. You can combine them. I've been sharing what my personal ones are, and for this one, it is I am confident, capable, and believe in my purpose. So throughout the week, I've been repeating that to myself, and throughout the practice, I kind of remind myself of that mantra. So go ahead and think about it, create your own. If you need to pause it, you can't pause it. You might be able to pause it. Write it down, because if you don't write it down, you're probably going to forget, and then by the end of this, you won't have all your 7, and that would just kind of be sad. So, let's go ahead and just one last thing. Sorry, one last thing. It's I'm just trying to make sure that it's still recording. I think it's still recording. I hope it's still recording. Tap that heart button if it's still recording. The symbol for this chakra, pretty simple. Some of the other ones were a little difficult, but if you want to picture an upside down facing triangle that is red, a red upside down facing triangle, and then outside of each of those, the sides of the triangle, the 3 sides, are short little sticks, I guess you could call them. So it's the upside down triangle, the little sticks that are on the sides of each of those of the triangle, and then in that triangle is inside of a circle that has 10 yellow petals. Sorry, that one was a little hard for me to get out. Upside down facing red triangle, 3 little sticks on each side, and that is surrounded by a circle that has 10 yellow petals, like lotus petals. Okay, that's it for the background information. I'm going to check this, make sure it's still recording. Sorry, I have little faith. Okay, we're good. Thank you for those that are watching. I appreciate it. Like this, give it a heart, put a comment in there, share what your mantra is going to be. I feel like it's good to inspire other people. Maybe somebody's having a hard time and they read yours and they're like, oh my God, that's amazing. So please share. Okay, we are going to get right into it. There's maybe 7 different poses. We'll get a little movement going, nothing too crazy. So get in something comfortable, find a space that you can sit and move around in, and we'll get started. For the first, 30 seconds, I really just want you to close your eyes, take some deep breaths, and focus in on something that spoke to you, right? Maybe it's visualizing the color yellow, this energy center, this sun center right here, imagining yellow energy swirling around. Maybe it's easier for you to think about that sound, that wrong sound, or the symbol, right? So, or your mantra. It's just getting that energy sort of settled. Very nice. Come with me to your knees, please. We're only going to be here for a few minutes, so if this is uncomfortable and you need to spread your legs out or sit on a pillow underneath here, that's fine, but we won't be here for very long. We're really just gonna stretch out our neck and our shoulders. So drop your chin to your chest. When you're ready, draw one ear to the shoulder. Hang out there for a second. Come back through center. Bring the opposite ear to opposite shoulder. Love this stretch. I feel like I can feel it all the way up my ear. Back down through center. And then go ahead and rotate as feels good to your body. Just down in front. Very good. When you're done, bring that chin back to your chest and just let your head hang very heavy. Good. Come back up to neutral. And we're going to gently look up at the ceiling. And let the head hang heavy this way. Being mindful of the cervical spine, but also trying to stretch out the throat. Very good. Shake it out and do some shoulder rolls. You can go forward or backwards. Doesn't matter to me. You just decide. Forward, you can get your arms going, kind of makes the range of motion a little more exaggerated. Right here is fine too. Go ahead, switch directions. Very good. Okay. We're going to come into a table position. So I'm turning to the side, but you probably don't have to. Planting those hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. We are just going to do a few hip circles. So circling those hips nice and big. Doing this is said to move the energy up the spine. So we're moving energy from our root chakra through our sacral chakra and into our solar plexus chakra. Go ahead, switch directions. Very good. You get a few moments of freestyle so you can just move the body in ways that feels good. Cat-cows are nice. You can do your little tail check thing. Anything that feels nice to you. Very good. Little twist for you. Move my props out of the way. My head keeps wanting to hit that thing. Okay. Right hand comes in. Actually, let's do left hand. No, right hand comes in underneath your throat. Opposite arm is going to reach up. A little bit of a twist. Try to keep your legs, the weight evenly distributed. Don't lock in this elbow. And try to stack your joints as best you can. Keeping your awareness at that solar plexus area. Imagining that ball spinning with some balance now. Go ahead and exhale, come down. We're going to switch to the other side. So replace the first hand with the second hand. And when you're ready, rise to the other side. Be mindful, don't lock in your joints. Good, use an exhale to come back down. Nice work. We're gonna really start to heat up our solar plexus. We're gonna hold a low plank for 10 breaths. So you come onto your forearms. Lift your knees off the ground. Keep your core tight. And breathe. 10 breaths. Halfway through, I'm shaking. Almost done. Last one. Whew. Knees come down to the ground. Holy cow, that was tough. Okay, laying yourself down. I hope you can still see me. We're gonna reach for one foot, and then we're gonna reach, for the other foot. If you can't reach both of them, that's fine. Keep one, right? Stretching out your quad, and then you can switch to the other one. Stretch out your quad. If you can grab both, that's wonderful. Try to keep your knees together. Kick out. No matter where you are, gently release, no slingshots. Gently releasing and coming all the way down. Hands underneath the armpits. Lift yourself up. Quick little child's pose. Keep your toes together. Your knees go apart. And lay yourself down. Good. Coming back up. Making your way to a downward facing dog. So the hands are going to come out. Tuck your toes, lift your hips. Pedal your feet out a few times. Root those heels down, send those hips up high. Looking good. Look up at your hands, let's step forward. And gently roll yourself up. Ta-da! We're standing, and I think it's still recording. Hit that like button if it's still recording. Okay, so now we're standing, we're here. We're gonna do a few sun salutations. We're gonna do one sun salutation, sorry. In my regular, like hour-long class, we did quite a few more than one. But we're gonna do one so that we can just heat up the body and really introduce that breath and movement, okay? So, from the top of your mat, or from wherever you are, just make sure you have some room behind you. I'm probably gonna switch directions. Anyway, use your breath. Inhale to reach up. Exhale to hinge forward. Inhale, we come up halfway. Nice long necks, flat backs. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands. We're gonna find that plank position again. If you need to drop your knees, that's wonderful. Lower yourself all the way down. And use an inhale to come up to this back bend. Tuck your toes gently, carefully. Lift your hips up high. Look at your hands, step forward. Exhale in your forward fold. Inhale, we'll come up halfway. Exhale, we'll fold again. Root to rise, bring those arms out and up. Palms come together at the top. And we exhale, finding that heart center. Please feel free to do a few more of those if you'd like. Sun salutations obviously are warming and are very good to help balance your solar plexus chakra. All right, so only a few more. So if you're following along, good work. Glad to have you. Make a comment. What's your favorite part so far? Okay, a wide leg twist. So we're gonna take our legs wide, our feet are parallel. I may have already done this or done something like this, but anyway, weight is on the outer edge of your feet. We never wanna lock our joints. Always keep a gentle bend. We're gonna keep our hands on our hips. Nice big inhale to elongate the spine. Exhale, hinge, and fold. Fold, fold, fold. The hands are gonna come down. And here we are. If you need to make adjustments so that your feet are wider or maybe more narrow, this is a good place to do that. And when you found the sweet spot, fold it all the way down. Shake your head a few times. Good. Come up halfway. This would be a good, if you need a block or a book or something to bring the earth a little closer to you. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Yoga blocks are nice, but they're not required. Again, you could use a book. You could use, I don't know, really anything that like a little block. But you also don't need it. So first hand is gonna come down on the mat, just like we did in our table twist. Opposite arm is going to reach up. Looking down or looking up, whatever feels good for your cervical spine. Don't lock in your joints. Breathe through it. Keeping your awareness at that belly. Nice. Use an exhale to come down, switch it out. Your opposite arm is going to reach up. Ooh. Deep breaths. Imagining that ball of energy spinning, rotating with balance. Exhale, come on back down. You're going to bring your hands to your hips. Bend your knees. Come up with a nice flat back. Okay? Good work. Heel, toe, your feet together. Thank you very much. And we're going to come down onto our knees. See, that was it. There's only a few standing poses, and now we'll get this done and over with. Let's see. Camel. So from standing on your knees, if you want to tuck your toes so that you have a little bit more height to reach for, that's fine. But you're only going to go as far as your body allows, okay? We're not forcing this at all. Please be very gentle. Okay, so my toes are tucked. My hands are in my pockets, my back pockets. Nice long spine. I'm going to start to bend, and I'm just following the gaze up, up, up to the wall and ceiling crease. Maybe a little bit more. And maybe this is where you stay. This is wonderful. Want a little bit more? Reach down. See if you can grab your heels. If not, we're just here, and this is wonderful. Ah, nice back bend. Okay, so if your hands are down, we need to bring them back up to our pockets so that we can slowly and safely and gently come back up to a nice neutral spine position. All right, lower those toes down. Come on to your, they call this embryo pose, when your knees are together and you're kind of hunched over. But it's a nice counter pose and a good release for that low back after our camel pose. Very nice. Come on, back up. We're gonna lay on our backs. Oh, hope you can see me. We're gonna windshield wiper these legs. So open the legs about as wide as the yoga mat. And then when you're ready, drop one knee into the center and the other knee out. Right? And then we're gonna do it on this side too. And you can hang out on one side if that feels good. Hang out on the other side. You can go as fast or as slow as you need. Okay? It's a nice little massage on the low back. on the glutes. Nice little stretch on the hip flexor. Good stuff. All right, 2 more. Bring those feet together and go ahead and drop both legs to the side. Either side, pick a side, doesn't matter. And then rotate your neck, turn your head to look over the opposite shoulder. Hands can come up in like a goalpost motion. Bring that cervical spine back to neutral, looking at the ceiling. Both feet are gonna, knees are gonna come up. Position yourself, hi kitty, so that you reposition yourself so you can drop those legs to the other side. Hi Mango Kitty. You guys get to see a kitty this time. The reason I added a bunch of twists in here is because twists are really good for your digestion too. So if we're working on the solar plexus chakra, might as well add in some twists. Go ahead, look back up at the ceiling, bring those knees back up. Knees come into the chest, give yourself a little bit of a hug. Nicely done. Let's open those legs up wide. Grab for your shins. Happy baby. Very good. Last pose. Legs up the wall, just like this. You can use the L's of your hands to frame your tush. It kind of helps keep those legs balanced. Don't have to be super straight. You can bend your knees, let them hang over the torso. Giving our lymphatic system a break, our circulatory system a break. Letting all that blood from our feet and our legs pool in our stomach, which is very good for digestion. Promotes healing, detoxification. It's all just pooling up in our bellies. If you can imagine now or picture that ball of energy in your torso. It's super vibrant, it's very bright and shiny, it's balanced, the energy is moving in a very balanced way. Repeat your mantra a few times. Feet might be getting a little tingly, it's okay. Wiggle your toes. Feel free to stay here as long as you want. This is a really good pose for insomnia. It's a really good pose for if you're just feeling anxious. So feel free to stay here or use it later. If you are ready, go ahead and drop those knees down. Legs come down. Give your body a few moments to absorb the practice. Taking some deep breaths, filling that belly up. Okay, come see me in a seated position. Make your way there slowly, safely, gently. Mango, stop it. No. Sorry, kitty, stop it. Mango. Goddamn cat, he don't listen to nobody. So once again, my name's Christine Eckley. Thank you for joining me in my group. I'm looking forward to doing a lot more videos like this, whether it's live, whether it's YouTube. Why don't you let me know what you prefer, and I'll try to accommodate. If you have any topics that you'd like me to talk about, I love all the suggestions. If you want to collaborate on some stuff, let's do it. I'm really just trying to connect with people with real people and help real people. So thank you very much for joining me. You can bring your hands to heart center if that's in your practice. From the light in me to the light in you. Namaste. And that's all we've got for today, friends. Check back next week. I don't know if we'll do it live. We're going to see. Why don't you tell me? Should we do next week's live too? Or was YouTube good for you? What do you like? Have a great evening.